I am Ousman Ceesay, the Activity and Volunteer Coordinator of Volnet Gambia. The idea of this movie came when I was in Germany to attend this partner conference organized by Ventao in Frankfurt, 2018. So it was that time that I get to know about the SDGs, the Sustainable Development Goals. So after that, I had a discussion with Christian, how we can make or go about making a film on Sustainable Development Goals. SDGs are not too well known. When I say not too well known, it's to the communities, like to the people, who are concerned about these development agendas. Because many a times when they go to conferences or when they organize events, they speak mostly in English and in terms where not everybody can understand those terms if you are not well educated. So this makes it difficult for the local people to understand in context what it means as Sustainable Development Goals. Why we want people to understand about SDGs is we want people to put SDGs into their everyday life activities. This is the reason why we want to educate them about SDGs. The reaction from the interview partners during the project was very positive. They like the ideas that we are trying to domesticate Sustainable Development Goals into Gambian perspectives and contexts. In the movie, we come up with inspiring stories that can motivate people, like possible Gambian investors, to come and invest in Gambia, and also to motivate the youths that they can make it in the Gambia. We put all those inspiring stories inside this film. So it was very positive when we were doing the interview with our partners. They like it. What I learned about my country was very vague, or it was a lot during this production, because I was exposed to new things that I never knew about my country. Especially when we went to the countryside, we were exposed to the facts, to the realities, what was going on in there, the way people were living and why were people doing certain things, especially when it comes to cutting down of trees. We interviewed one man, and then he said the reason why he was cutting down the trees because he didn't have any food to eat. So cutting down the trees was the only mean of him getting money. So there was no way that he can live without food, so he have to cut the trees. So this was a factual lesson that we had to learn, so that when you are into advocacy, telling people stop doing this, then you will also know what are some of the consequences attached to it. The feedback in the country was very positive, and because during the first public screenings, we invite different stakeholders to this event, and one of them was UNICEF and the Ministry of Education. So when they were there, UNICEF saw the film and they like it because it corresponds with one of the projects they are doing. So they were able to link us to the Ministry of Finance, who were that time running a project on Sustainable Development Goals. And they also contacted us that they like our movie and they would like to partner with us in implementing this project. Aside of that, UNDP as well is interested in this project so that we can go on a nationwide tour to popularize the Sustainable Development Goals in a domestic form. So these are some of the positive feedbacks that we got from there, but it's way more than that. Everything during the production was funny, I mean, not everything actually, but something was funny there. Like, for example, the other day we went to the market to do some public filmings. It was a challenge, but also in a funny way. This driver he saw us filming with our camera, and then he went to the police officer and then said, "Oh, there are some people inside the market, they are filming us, So when we knew he was reporting us to the police, quickly we got what we wanted. So we turned the camera off and then bend the head down. So the police officer walked towards us and then told us, we were informed that you are filming in public without licensing. And then I just told her that, do you see us filming? Just look at the camera, the way it is positioned. We cannot film. So this was funny, and the police officer couldn't have any proof and they could not even see what was inside the camera. So they went, and yeah, it was funny. What was really challenging was getting the facts from people, especially when it comes to the government sector. It was really hard, getting access to the relevant information that we wanted to tell. For example, granting interviews. There's one public department. We wrote to them 3 times, no reply, and then we had to go there in person, and they couldn't grant us interview. We keep going and coming. We went on their websites. We cannot find possible information, that we can rely on. So these are the key challenges, and especially when it also comes to the individuals. They will be complaining, but when you talk to them like, I want to tell your stories in this way, it's challenging. They never want to talk to you. I could remember we went to the Serekunda market, one of the biggest towns in the Gambia. We went there to capture some footages. We needed a footage of fruits. So there was this fruit seller. We went to him and then asked, can we please take some footages of your fruits? He said, no, go away from my fruits. And these are the people, we're trying to tell stories, to promote their agendas and the likes, but they are sending us away. So these are really, really, really challenging situations, when it comes to production here. People don't want to talk to you. The plans for bringing this movie public, we are currently working on that agenda with the UNDP. They have interest in supporting us to go on a nationwide tour. We are working on this, but we are yet to finalize something. This is one major plan. We want to go around, on a caravan to play the movie to the public. And then after the movie show, then we have a discussion with them. And then at the end also, we want to collect the feedbacks from people. So when we come back, we will invite the stakeholders also to have a discussion with them. Then we can show them the feedbacks we collect from people. Then we have discussions with them, how they can input these feedbacks into their future plannings, because it's all about development. You cannot develop for people when you don't know their perspectives or their thoughts. We have already developed a website. After doing the caravan, we would like to put this movie on this website and share it for people for educational purposes. Then people can use it in schools, and also NGOs, if they want to use it, they can use it for educational purposes. As well, also, we partner with the national TV. It was broadcasted there for the first time, and they played twice. So we also want to go on partnering with the local TVs and promoting it there on their platforms. And this and many other ways are the future of this film.